Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 5 of season 4. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. Now, last episode was interesting because, right, they returned to New Orleans with the acceptance of Marcel as well. He actually let them come back. You know, his main rule is he doesn't want kids to get involved and hurt by anybody. And I do like the fact, you know, I've got to respect him. Big up Marcel for always sticking by that rule, whether it is his enemies that he's allowing to come back to help obviously the children be safe, or whether it's just people going against taking the people that he loves, or whether it's people that he actually cares about. I.e., do you remember when Klaus at the time he cared for him, but Klaus was willing to sacrifice somebody when Genevieve and everybody was there and Marcel wasn't? Do you know what I mean? And he come and he was going mad. So I mean, he's always been consistent with saving the children. I absolutely really love that about him. Now, it also, yeah, as I was saying, it's like in times of need, enemies come together to fight a greater cause. You know, we've seen it when Marcel and Klaus was fighting previously in the past, and Camille was sick. Marcel was kind of going out of her at that time. He lay a truce, didn't he? He let Marcel come back. He let her go and see her, and you know, he gave her 24 hours before he had to leave New Orleans. You know, people like that. You have respect, even though you dislike people. There is like an unwritten rule that people do respect each other. So I enjoy it. And she come back and she was there, and Vincent tried to cure her, and he seemed like he did. He done his spell that he'd done to the other children, but it didn't really work as effective as it did with them. You know, she was still cold. She kept saying, "I'm cold, Mo, I'm cold, Dad." You know, like, and we learned that this thing was called the Hollow, and it was interesting because she was stood there, Hope, and then all the birds, mate, come dropping down. I don't even know what type of birds they are, like sparrows or something, and literally, boom, mate, from a bird's eye view, it was a symbol around her on the floor. It was mental. It looked really, really good. So yeah, we learned that this is called the Hollow, and Kenny as well. Obviously, he's in it. He took the children the episode before. He killed the ambulance man and took them to a location inside the woods. There was loads of witches there, and it turns out that they're carrying on with the same thing that Eva was trying to do. They must have been possessed, or they've been shown the light, so to speak, the blue light, their light, which you shouldn't look into, and they're trying to fulfill it. They want what that's got to offer them. And what was really interesting as well, there was a wolf. She was working with the witches. This is the first time we kind of seen a wolf on their side. And Hayley went over to speak to her with... did she go with Elijah? Oh, no, she went with Marcel, actually. She went and she was speaking to her, and the woman was saying, "Look, mate, the reason why we're doing this is we're trying to get New Orleans to be a better place. It's shown us what can become. And you know what? It's all because of you, Marcel. You know, you take New Orleans, and it's not your place to take. It's everybody's. We all should be living here," which I do agree with, actually. You know, like a good leader a good leader delegates everything out, and you try to create peace with everybody, even though you're in charge. Just like Elijah tried to do in season 1 when he created the treaty. And he wanted everybody to sign it, and obviously the Michelsons had the final say, but he wanted everybody else underneath it to play their part and feel like they had a role in the society. Where it seems like Marcel, you know, he's just like me, I'm the guy in charge. You know what, actually, I don't think have we seen Josh much in the last episode? I don't think we did. We've seen him, though. He's got a new love interest, which is actually really interesting. We've seen that 2 episodes before, and it does seem like Camille and Davina are completely out of the series now, even though I did enjoy Camille 2 episodes ago being in Klaus's head and giving him good guidance and advice, and he's willing to do anything to save Hope, which I absolutely love, and so is Elijah, even though it's not his child. And they followed, obviously, Will into the woods because he was meeting with these witches, and they seen it. Had all the kids there, and he went and attacked, and obviously they was doing it well. They managed to save them, and Will got killed in the process, but it seems like that was their plan all along, mate, because Marcel and Klaus got stuck in the middle of a circle fire, so to speak, and dropped to the knees, and he was staring at at the blue light. You know, Hope was telling Klaus as well earlier on in the episode when she was cold, she was saying, "Dad, mate, you know, I'm seeing visions." She's kind of like I say, she can see all the kids being hurt, and she was saying, no matter what happens, do not look into the blue light. That's what she said to Klaus, and Klaus was trying to relay that to Marcel. He was like, "Don't look into a light, Marcel, literally, don't look into a light." And I thought Klaus succeeded. Marcel kind of was looking into it, but I actually thought that Klaus succeeded not looking into it, to be honest. He kept trying to close his eyes, but it seemed like it didn't work, mate, because at the very end of the episode, we seen Hope. She got out of bed, she was walking, she went upstairs, she walked all the way over to Klaus, he turned around, his eyes was going blue, which is mad, but then Hope woke up. So, I mean, that scene didn't happen but she's visually seen it. And I don't know if she's seen a scene with Marcel or whether it actually happened, but he was in the bar as well. He had a conversation with Vincent, and Vincent was like, look, mate, you know, you think that we succeeded, but what if they dragged us there on purpose? What if it was part of their plan? What if they wanted a connection to the earth? And what if bringing you there was part of all of it? You know, I'm afraid that it's already possessed you and it's inside you. You might not think it is, but I have that deep feeling, you know, that feeling that that's what's happened. And Vincent left, and Marcel turned around, and he seen the glowing mist, and the mirror smashed, and it had the circle, the hollow ring on it. Mad, mate. So it seems like the two most powerful people in the world are now possessed by the hollow, and this is really what is going to excite me now, because I feel like Hope is going to be a massive factor into it. I feel like she's really good so far, actually. Like I was saying last episode, she's not just been dropped in one or two scenes, she's been in quite a bit of it, with a few lines as well. Acting, good bit of the storyline. She's playing literally a good factor in it, to be honest. She is the one that holds kind of the main, I don't know, what would you call it, like the main grasp of it. You know, she can see the hollow, she can see what's going on in the future, she's doing magic as well. Do you know what I mean? Andy coming after her, it's kind of like all on Hope, which is very good, to be honest. I actually do enjoy it, and now it's going to be full on family. Elijah, he was willing to take out a couple of the kids as well to save Hope, where Haley, you know, she was like, look, we need to be better than that, mate. We can't go around killing other people expecting to, you know, like, save ourselves, which is true. But I also understand where Elijah's coming from as well, and that is obviously where he's currently at. It's going to be absolutely sick seeing Marcel and Klaus now possessed by the hollow and see how the family react to it. But thanks for clicking on today's video. Hopefully guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Hey, check us, mate, we've gone back. Tell you what, you gotta have some skill to actually paint with that stuff. Oh, there's no point, mate. You're absolutely dead.
No! No! Mercy is for the weak, Niklaus. If you are determined to prove yourself a weakling, I should cast you out.
Do you know what's interesting about that is obviously Michael come instantly in expecting that he was going to show him mercy. The guy didn't even say anything. But I have to agree with him in these times, so whenever it was, 1990 AD, it was like as soon as you see another clan or whatever, they attack you. So in them situations, yeah, I do say you should go and kill them. Not obviously in present, but when you watch, it's just based off other shows, yeah. As soon as people invade your land, they're coming after you, aren't they? So, yeah, he probably is right to kill them all. She knows the score, mate. She knows the score.
You didn't come back to your place last night. What's going on? The mirror cracked in the exact shape of the sigil we've seen all over town.
I think it's anchored to me.
Then you need a witch. A good one. Because I'm not letting you out of my sight until you're cured.
I like it. Oh, yeah, that looks sick.
We're ready to go. Aren't you coming?
You need to go to the bayou without me. My daughter nearly died. I have to make sure the threat to her is over.
Not without me.
I need to know my child is safe. You and Haley can assure that.
I always like Elijah's hand gestures. He's always got his hand like the way he points.
This is for me. Oh, sweet angel of mercy.
Least I could do, considering you helped us make our breakthrough.
So how am I borderline comatose and you're Little Miss Sunshine?
Hangover cure. It's 1,000 years old.
I go back to my life, you go back to yours.
Deal's a deal.
Yeah, they definitely like each other. I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it.
Like you said, mission accomplished. Okay, so I'll see you.
I want us to come save the day later.
All right, whoever you are, this is the wrong day to be playing games. Did you not learn your lesson the last time I put you down?
Does this bravado help to relieve your pathetic fear? The spirit I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape.
Do not recall your Shakespeare, Marcellus.
You're not Elijah.
Ah, wow, you look good as well. Oh, that blue eyes looks sick, man. Just looks sick, honestly. Like, every time I see it, I'm thinking, oh, should I use him as a thumbnail or should I use him? But he looks so good then. Literally, I'm going to use Klaus definitely for the last episode. But I'm loving the blue eyes, me. I wish we could just change all the characters, let them walk around with blue eyes constantly. It just makes them look so scary and so good. And also, right, how good is this? Is she called Keelan? I need to get a name. I'm so slow at picking up everybody's names. So like 5 episodes in. Her and Freya though, I'm well vibing with that, mate. Literally, they was both lingering. Like they both wanted each other to say, "Oh, stay, come on." Like I'd be like, "Shall we just make sure it works first before you leave?" Do you know what I mean? That's what I would have said.
I should be given a medal. Instead, I've been infected by some depraved ghost.
I know purging spells and cleansing rituals, so I can fix this. I need to purify you both.
No, not yet. This thing came after Hope.
The means to kill the unkillable king of New Orleans. Marcel comes after you. Use this.
I think you might stand out in that suit.
Well, I was thinking jean shorts and flip-flops.
Imagine seeing him in different clothes.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh, my girl. Didn't know you were bringing him. You're the exception. Rules of the house.
She is consistent, mate. She hates them all.
I wake up to hear there's been some kind of occult massacre in the woods. Michelsons are involved.
That's why I'm here.
So young and taken before her time, while those immortal tyrants continue to wander free.
Your wishes won't bring back the dead, nor will they grant you solace. Let's not forget, Elijah killed you as well.
Marcel, hey! I have a witch on the way. You're coming with me.
Surely that blood's not there for everyone to see.
I assumed you'd run, like the pathetic, sniveling coward that you are. I'm not here. I'm only in your head. I can see your worst fear.
You seem to think Marcel will kill me today. He's had 5 years to do that. He didn't do it then. He won't do it now.
When your once beloved son comes to finish you, will you kill him or die?
I don't think it's going to happen today. I just don't. I feel like something's going to happen. It's going to give him like some sort of clarity or vision, and he's going to be like, right, I'm going to have to go after the Hollow or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So, something's going to happen, and he's going to click, and he's going to like, right, today is not the right day to do it. But I do actually firmly believe that he will kill Marcel. I feel like he's got the weapon now, and I feel like it's going to be the last episode of the season. And that's my personal opinion. Yeah, she's back, mate.
Forget something?
Yeah, my Hippocratic Oath. I was halfway to the bus station and I realized that you're here alone.
As usual, I'm in the middle of a family crisis. Klaus was infected by dark magic, unlike any I've ever seen.
Okay, look, not to tell you how to handle your sorcery, but you haven't slept in days, then let me help. That's what friends do, right?
Freya's well good looking, ain't she? Like, I like her hair like that.
Someone is recruiting crescents into a cult?
That's what I need you to look out for, Mary. Anything strange. When Hope was affected, she drew some.
There's something you need to see.
Here we go. That's a sick drawing from Hope, innit?
Feeding and sleeping. So it's awake and on lunch.
You're powerful. Some time ago, there must have been a massive release of energy. Best bet, you're gonna have to send this thing back to sleep. But to sever the spirit's link, you're gonna have to bury the beats at the root of this creature's power.
All right, then let's end this.
I do like her, man. I like the one with Freya as well.
You know your way around, don't you? New Orleans native, I take it.
You don't intend to kill Marcel, do you? And now, due to your pathetic fear of Marcel, you will suffer the same fate.
More meaningless threats. The White Oak is gone, Michael is dead, and you are nothing more than a bad dream.
Nicely done.
Hey, mate, that was sick both times. Oh, why? He's killed the innocent, mate. That's mad.
Imagine if I made you kill someone you cared about.
Oh, yeah. Since I said that.
Next time, it might even be Hope. You only have the one choice, boy.
That's really good. Do you know what? I'm actually really liking how they've put him in the body of Michael. It just makes it way better. You know, like, no point in getting somebody else new in that we don't... Not that we don't care about. It could be a baddie. It could be the same baddie, but as Michael, you know? And, like, it just... makes the story just a bit more better because you know that they dislike each other anyway. He's a good character. I bet, like, every time the cast see that he's coming back on set, they love it. Do you know what I mean? He seems like a great person to knock around every few episodes. They all love it when he comes back. I just feel like it's such a good idea bringing him back. I don't know how many episodes he's going to be in, but this one, he's been really good. Now, my question is, obviously, he's just killed all them people, but, like... was they all in that street where he was then? Realistically, no, he wasn't, because we would have seen him in the background, wouldn't we? Like, but it is good anyway, and how he can make him visualize things, make him feel the pain even though the pain's not there. I want to know if people in real life can see stuff like this. You know, has anybody ever been infected or whatnot, or do people actually get possessed and see the people? Do you know what I mean? Like, has anybody actually ever stood there and just looked and there's just been a ghost or an entity or something stood there talking to them? Do you know what I mean? I would be so scared to do it, but I would love to be in that position at least one time. Well, I'm not saying I want to. I mean, don't come get me. Do you know what I mean? But like, imagine just seeing that, like standing there and just seeing somebody that's not there and having a full-on conversation with you, and like you thinking it's entirely real. It'd be absolutely madness.
This journal belonged to Mary's husband.
His writing deteriorate as his thoughts.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I guess
Can
worse.
form a coherent sentence. Elijah, I think the Hollow made Mary's husband kill my parents.
I don't want to hurt you, but I can't trust myself.
I trust you.
I said stay back! I can feel it in my head.
Reinigen Monday Tavo Vent. It's burrowed too deep. If it's you or Marcel, don't let it be you.
Yeah, she's literally always and forever family above all.
Don't follow me.
How good is that, mate? Literally, fucking how good is that? She wasn't even there. It's in his head again, making him believe it. Sick. Literally sick. Maybe a purifier could have helped him, but like they twisted it. I thought that was. I'm giving a clap to that because I thought Freya was there. That was really, really good actually. That's actually really good. Definitely got me there. 100% got him. I think it's really clever, to be honest. And you know what? I think that it's interesting because I always think killed him. Is it full on end of life? Because you can kill them with a stake, can't you? Would it be fooled by that? It probably wouldn't, would it? But technically, you know, where's the terms and conditions, mate? Where's the absolute loophole? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you said killed him. I have killed him. Just because he could come back, you know? Get the dagger. Kill Klaus with the dagger or whatever. Actually, he can't, can I? That's Klaus. We haven't got that one anymore. What was it? Melted when it got put in him from Dahlia. So I thought that was a good twist anyway. And it takes a big man to admit when you underestimate somebody's abilities. You know what I mean? He turned around me, stronger than I thought it was. He got inside my head. He's coming after me, you know. Like, usually Klaus doesn't show that side of a weakness and show that he was, like, one-upped. But, again, man, I ever think that since he had that conversation with Cammy when she was dying, I think, like, he's evolved so much and he acknowledges things, his weaknesses and all that, and he kind of looks at stuff a bit more objective, in my opinion. I know that's probably got nothing to do with Camille there, but I do feel like in the last, maybe, I don't know, back end or whatever, so in the start of this season, he is more objectively approaching scenarios and situations.
Never stop, do you?
I have hobbies. For instance, I collect the ashes of my enemies.
During my most traumatic hospital rotations, I make time.
I'll care a lot more about that world once I know my brother's safe.
She is sick for her, mate. I say she's looking into it.
Freya.
Damn it, Freya! It wants Klaus and Marcel to kill each other. I'll never be able to stop it.
Hello, Marcel.
You don't know if he's real or not.
Seems neither of us is to leave until one of us died. You see, now you're not so unkillable after all.
That's just terrible. Why would you expose that?
You're bleeding. Please let me go with you. I am not useless in a fight. I can control my form.
Hey, I can take care of myself. Okay?
Still follow her anyway. As I said, man, I want you to save the day today. Show that you T. Michelson.
I did terrible things to find my family, Elijah.
And she got...
And now I find out that the same people who killed them are the ones who hurt Hope.
She got loads of people killed in the Vampire Diaries, didn't she? And kind of that was the day that Carol died as well.
You say our feud is over, but you're off building a weapon that can kill me.
Well, I wouldn't need it if I knew you could be trusted.
Well, trust me now, and we both get to live.
Don't be a fool.
I am no fool.
Ah, spelled.
End this. There is no other way.
Oh, he's pouring, mate. Look at it.
Fight, you coward.
We cannot give it what it wants.
Mercy is for the weak.
Yo, this looks sick.
My family. Oh!
Right, is Elijah, right, is he going to get possessed now? Because they've stared into that for time, literally ages. Now, he technically killed Marcel, you know, he didn't lie, literally. Loophole, mate. I'll read those terms and conditions, mate. You never said fully dead in the ground 6 feet under, never coming back to life ever again. You just said kill him. And he did. He snapped his neck and he's dead. So he actually done what he said, mate. Literally. It's interesting, though, because he didn't kill him. And like I said, I feel like it's going to happen at the end of the episode of this season. Now, obviously, what I do find interesting is that Marcel was being, you know, chirping on his shoulder there, Elijah telling him to go after Klaus, and he still didn't as well. And then Klaus then didn't to him, but it was Marcel that done it first, you know. He was still getting it on his side, take him out, and he was reluctant to do that. Even after Klaus stabbed him a few times, obviously with the stairs and that. So I think that's really interesting. No matter what, it's one of those, like I say, Tom and Jerry sort of situation. The one can't live without the other. That's literally what I feel. I feel like one can't live without the other. They need them in the show. They need them in the life. And I feel like Klaus will kill him in the last episode of this season. And I feel like it's going to have a massive effect on him. Now, I don't know if it's going to be one of those where he's absolutely totally possessed and he's lost control and he's just going to do it kind of like the way Cole done it to Davina, or whether he's willingly going to just walk up to him and kill him because he's sick of all the stuff that he's done. Because obviously when he's having a conversation with Michael before, he said, look mate, he's had 5 years to kill me and he's not done it, yeah, but I've always had this desire to kill him and end him, and that's never going to change. And that is in itself is very interesting, so I can't wait to see how that one plays out as well.
I prefer my mind remain unaltered.
I feel the exact opposite.
It's easy, brother. And since we know that it still wants to sacrifice someone powerful, we have to be prepared. Good is having a weapon if you won't use it.
Niklas, give it to her.
She dominated him.
Having a monopoly of power makes you a target, sister.
Speaking from experience.
Killing him would have given it what it wanted. Mercy was necessary.
That's smart. Get you thinking. I think he's chatting shit, but, you know, if he's not, that is smart thinking.
Don't do that. Blame yourself. You think that if you'd stopped your husband, I would have had a better life. She is a Michelson and I am a Marshall, but we're both still Lebanese. What if the Hollow was behind those deaths too?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It feels like they're coming back for her. Interesting. I kind of got that vibe as well, to be honest, not gonna lie.
The mighty Freya Michelson failed by antiseptic.
Thank you.
Is that gratitude? From the Viking witch who saved the day to channel the spirits to save vampire brother? At the end of the day, what you did was for family. And if mine were still alive, I'd do the same.
Bit proper right. The teasing, man. They do it too long. They give us like 10 episodes of the tease.
5 years ago, I was forced to make a decision. Take your life or lose everything. Niklas was faced with a similar decision today. He's changing.
Oh, really?
I said that, man.
He put me in the same place that I kept him.
Saved you.
That's revenge.
I would say that he would describe this as strategy.
He's never gonna change. Not even for his own daughter.
Oh, he already has. You have only been spared purely because you are my brother's greatest weakness. And I cannot show any mercy to anyone who would demonstrate threat towards this family. Prevent the redemption of the Niklas Michelson. I will deliver another kind of nightmare.
Yeah, imagine if we got a Klaus / this version of Marcel Elijah for family. That would be so good. I'm literally praying for that, even if it's for like 3 episodes. I would love to see it. Klaus has changed. I said it in this episode before this scene. I said it. I've been saying it consistently ever since that he's spoken to Camille when she was dying. And it is so clear to me, visualising watching this, he has completely changed. He didn't agree to kill Davina when he had the chance to take her out. He was looking at different ways of saving her, you know, loads of different situations where in the past he would have taken somebody out or he would have gone down a different route. He's strayed off the path and he's gone and tried to be more objective about a situation. And I swear down, like I've said it, I'm like a parrot, keep going on about it, but it's so clear to me watching it, and I'm glad that the show's picked up on it as well now, and like it's been said out loud that he's, like Elijah can see that he's changing for the better as well. It's so good. Is this that witch? I don't know what he's doing going there on his Jack Jones.
I wanted Klaus dead, we had a deal. Marcel getting taken was not part of it.
Marcel's blood was spilled today.
She wants power? Mad.
As he's the only one who can kill an original, the Hollow has received this offering and given us a gift in return.
Wow, mate, she must be so loyal to Lucian. Interesting, mate. Interesting. Right, this is my thing, right? I'm pretend my phone is a sword. Why would I, if I'm going to come and kill you now, why would I walk up to you and go, guess what? I've got a sword to kill you. That's literally what Klaus done, like with a knife. What is he doing? What are they doing? I guarantee they get that phone, right, and they put it in they get it in the hand like this, and they walk up to him and say, see this ring? This can kill you. It's like, why are you doing that? Literally, you can walk right up to them without them suspecting anything. Klaus could have walked directly all the way over to Marcel and then just gone stab if he wanted to, but obviously he's changed. But this is what they do in shows, and it's the only thing. There's nothing to do with this show. It happens in every show. Literally, probably since the first time they cast a black and white film to by the time I die, it will always happen where the bad guy goes up and says, look at this weapon, I've got to kill you, and then he never killed them with it. And it literally stresses me out, like, because there's so many times he could do it. Alright, so that fawn can kill an original. She can get straight up, right up next to any of them, probably without them even questioning. And yeah, and she's not going to do it. But I like how that she seems like she's still on Lucian's side for what happened to him, which, again, I'm going to say that's very good. Consistency, loyalty. You know, the reason why she was introduced the first time, she's still in the show again to get revenge. Absolutely like it. I think it's really clever. Now, I don't know if she's playing Marcel or if she actually likes him. It might be one of those things where you try and get into some kind of like Cole with Davina. Tailing her to get into her, to use her, but then we can't call the feels. And then obviously they went down that route. But really interesting, you know. I can't wait to find out, obviously, what's going on, because Klaus showed him Mercer, and he had a good thing as well, a good fight, and he's obviously locked him up in that cellar, in the dungeon or whatever you want to call it. And Elijah's acknowledged that Klaus is changing, and he has done, mate. He's changed so much, and I'm really excited to see the progression of everybody, see how Hope develops as well. I want to see Elijah change from the person that he is kind of into a more savage one, the one that killed Marcel the first time. I would like that to get transition over into Elijah personally. And I think the blue eyes look sick on everyone, literally on everyone. And that is going to wrap up today's video. What an interesting episode. Now I really do like the fact that Klaus did show mercy to Marcel, even though he went there to intentionally kill him, but he did successfully go through with it, obviously because of well, just changing, adapting as a person, as a better man, you know. Even at the end when he had that knife, and obviously he wanted to keep it, but Frey was taking it. If you're not going to use it, I'll keep it, which is true, it's good. But like Klaus, he gives sound advice as well. He said, look mate, having something or like basically with great power comes great responsibility, and people come after you, you target on your back. It is so true, it's facts. He's speaking from a wealth of experience there, and you know, I can't wait to see how this develops now, because that hollow looks sick, honestly. It kind of reminded me of Silas, you know, when he was first introduced and you couldn't see him, and he was like a black ghost with a hooded cap on or whatever, and like we couldn't see his face, but he was dominant, and he was like bouncing, making people see things in situations, you know. Was it Caroline? He was trying to make it, I think that a man was dead or something. He was in the house at the door. Mad, honestly. And this one's going to be good as well. He was making Klaus visualise and see things. You know what? It's kind of really the same, actually. But I'm not going to complain anyway, because both of them seem really good so far. Making him see things. He killed 3 innocent people, but he kind of thought he was killing Michael. I really like the fact that they used Michael in this episode to just, like, hammer home, you know, like the reasons and like this hatred, and like making him feel like he has to do it, and how like he's a little boy again, and you know, and how he's not, like, he's powerless and all that stuff. So I thought it was good how they used Michael. I thought that was really clever to put him in. Now it's interesting that we're going down the avenue with Haley and her family. Now Jackson's granddad killed kind of like Haley's parents and stuff, because he was kind of like possessed, and he thought he was traitors and that, and he had this book, and he looks like he was possessed by the Hollow. And I wonder if it's coming back to get Haley, the Haley Marshall, you know, or FREYA. Is it FREYA that they're going after? Is it the Lebanese? Is that who they are? They want to try and wipe out the whole kind of like bloodline thing. It's actually interesting how they're tying this in. I do like it when we tie it into old stuff that we've seen before. I have to admit, even if it's something that I don't really care about, i.e. that storyline, I actually don't care that you know, about Jackson's family killing Haley, so to speak. But what I do enjoy is the fact that when you tie something into a previous story, like, that's decent. It gives it a bit of I don't know, value, a bit of merit, a bit of impact, you know, like why something was said and done. Like, we've done that a few times in this show where, like, something will happen, you're like, oh, no way, mate, that was why it happened in season 1, you know, like, they use that information, it's happening now. It's actually really clever. It just makes everything a little bit more impactful. Now, I've got to say, I love the blue eyes. I think everybody looks absolutely amazing with it. I know that Elijah's not been possessed, but he has looked at it a lot of times. Now, I don't know if it was the only time that when he was like possessed and he went into like this other realm that you're not supposed to look at it. But you know, it seems like he's okay. But I do like the fact that he's saying Klaus has changed, he's adapted, he's improved as a brother, as a man. He's shown him mercy, you know, like ever since like Hulk's come into the world, she's made him a better person. And, you know, he's doing all he can to change, and you should be doing that as well, Marcel. Do you know what I mean? Like, but if you're going to get in the way, you're going to alter that, you're going to, you know, like hinder the progress that my brother makes, then you're going to see something far worse than you've ever experienced before. You know, like when I killed you, yeah, you're going to see a worse version than that, and he's left him. And I want to see that worse version, Elijah. I do want to see it, because I think you're really good. I do love how he always got his hand in his pocket, and he always sticks his arm out. He's always holding his hand like this as well, like when he's putting, brother, let me. He does that all the time. He looks sick when he does it. So, I mean, that excites me. We didn't really see Hope much in this episode, to be honest. It was just more about information building. But I did enjoy the fight that we had with Marcel and Klaus, and I like the fact that even though Klaus did show Marcel mercy, let's not forget the fact that Marcel shown him mercy first, because we had Elijah talking to him behind him, and he was saying, mate, you better go and kill him, and he didn't. You know, he was like, enough, mate, I'm not doing this. And then obviously Klaus got him, turned him up, and he was going to kill him against the wall. Elijah ran in and done that, and then obviously Klaus showing him mercy as well. He dropped it and he killed him, and now the spirit is back. And it look, I don't know, he did kill Marcel, and then the spirit rose, so maybe he did successfully do what he asked him to, you know. But Marcel did show Klaus mercy, and obviously Klaus did show him, so it's good progression from both sides, to be honest. So I thought that was nice to see. Storyline between, is it Keelan and FREYA, it's so good. The properties in there, they should have kissed them, man. Like, literally, it was all for it. It was like, literally, the situation was perfect for it. The conversation that they was having, the way they helped each other in the episodes, the little looks they were giving. She put a hand on her knee as well. She was saying that, you know, like, is that all you do, FREYA? Literally, like, eat, sleep, cast a spell, repeat. Literally, that should be a shirt, mate. Eat, sleep, cast a spell, repeat. Like, that's all she does. She is always and forever fully in Team Michelson, isn't she? You know, no rest for the weary. She's there fighting, helping, dominating, you know, maybe she needs this person here just to distract her a little bit. Make sure she's actually having fun in life as well, living a bit. That, you know, she's been sleeping most of her life. Where are you living, FREYA? You know, we seen you in the last season at the start in the clubs, dancing, partying around. You was enjoying it. Now you're constantly saving the day. Literally, you are the day saver. But it'd be good as well if you could have a good time with somebody, and this person is perfect, you know, like, she's not got anyone. I know that they were saying, oh, I'm sorry for like kidnapping you and stuff and doing all this to you, but I had to save my family. To be honest, you saved her as well, FREYA. I've got to say, what you said was right, you did do all that stuff, but you saved her as well, unknowingly to her. If you didn't come in, she was probably dead, so you did save her, even though you put her through a bit of pain. But from that pain is coming a great relationship blossoming, and I'm really excited, and I want them to kiss next episode, even though that's not going to happen as well. And I'm going to predict that Klaus is going to kill Marcel in episode 13 of this season. Don't know why. I think there's 13 episodes. If there's 16, then episode 16, but the last episode, I feel like something's going to happen and he's going to die. And I'm actually, you know, really talk about continuity, and how, like I said, we use the story with the Jacksons, grandfather, and the fact that this woman that Marcel's with was introduced as Lucian's partner in crime or whatever in the last season, and he's died, and now it's in this season, and she's still here trying to revenge him. That is what I call good continuity, and I like it. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.